What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Greta Van Fleet's third album, Starcatcher. Yes, the American rock band is back with another record, first one in about 2 years since the Battle at the Garden's Gate. And I have to say, this is an improvement on their second album, but not as creatively inspired and advanced as I would like from the band. I feel like a bit of a broken record, but Greta Van Fleet are rockers that go hard and have a clear love of hard rock, classic rock, progressive rock of the past, specifically the 70s, and we like them for that because they do that stuff well. However, it feels like they're hitting their ceiling with this current sound, this current identity, and you know what? If this is all they want to do, I think that's okay because they're really the only ones doing it. So they kind of stand out. They're about to embark on an arena tour. They're maintaining themselves as a successful band, even if I feel like they've kind of plateaued in the critical consciousness. Notably, the Grammy attention faded away. The first week's sales and the streams have been in decline, basically project to project with this group. They are not as popular as they once were, but they're still a successful band. However, I just feel like they have the potential to be the biggest band in rock if they want it. It just doesn't seem like they want it, you know? Obviously, the comparison point, people know it at this point. Josh Kiszka, he sounds like Robert Plant. These guys make songs that go hard the same way Led Zeppelin songs go hard. Can't quite put my finger on it, but every time Greta Van Fleet releases a new album, my Led Zeppelin listening spikes. Why would that be? It's just a fact. Like, they remind you of that band. And, I think Josh's voice has changed a little bit. He doesn't sound quite as similar as Plant, but the types of wailing he does, the types of guitar licks you hear on these songs, they're just so reminiscent. That's just what these guys do. And like a song like the Falling Sky, like the wail on that, like, I'm sorry, like, what else does that remind you of? That it is what it is. I think Starcatcher, it's an improvement on Battle at the Garden's Gate because it's a shorter record, 10 songs, 42 minutes. It's also not nearly as indulgent. We don't have these like long 10-minute songs. It's a more get in, get out type record. I think the thing with Greta is they don't really do ballads. They kind of do the same kind of songs all the time. So in a sense, I do feel like there's a sameness to their music from time to time where it can blend together. People have shared this who have seen them live, that the set can blend together as well. And that's not even a demerit on how they play the music well. It's just the sound is very samey. And I think when you get songs that kind of grab you for being a little different, that's where Greta can really, engage you. I think the lead single, Meeting the Master, stands out for that off Starcatcher. That being said, though, like, it's stuff where, like, yeah, I feel like every song is good, but nothing about it excites me. I just, because it just feels like I've heard it before. Some changes in Josh's voice is really the only thing I can tell that's that different about this band. And you know what? If they want to, like I said, if they want to lock in and do this is what they want to do. This is who they are. This is what they have real passion about. I think that's admirable. I think that's cool. They're successful enough. They've earned the right to do what they want to do. That's cool. I just find it a bit creatively disappointing that that's all they're setting themselves out to do, because I feel like they've done this for 3 records and some EPs at this point, and they've done it well. What is there left to achieve continuing to do this? I mean, Highway Tune and Black Smoke Rising, those are still their most popular songs, and those are like the first hits they had. If you keep trying to make new Highway Tunes and new Black Smoke Rising, it's not going to work. So, as much as I'm disappointed in their creative decisions, I think it's okay, and I'm not hating. I'm just a bit frustrated that I would just like more. But to be clear, I do think when they make these songs, generally they go hard on the guitars, They're, and because no one else is really doing it this way, rock music is in a confusing place for sure. Apart from the female-driven wave in a certain segment of indie rock, and like the post-punk stuff we get over in the UK right now, there's not a lot of like scenes that are getting like national continued critical attention. So Greta, by being a completely unapologetic tribute throwback band who happens to make original music and is not a cover band, like, I guess that's okay, you know? I guess I just had to get over it. But let me know, how did you feel about Greta Van Fleet's Starcatcher? Did you like it more or less than their past albums? I would say I like this more than Ballad of the Garden's Gate, but not as much as Anthem of the Peaceful Army or the For the Fires EP. From the Fires EP. But let me know, did you like this one more? And for more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.